I'm Blake Anderson for Space Channel News. We have exciting news from SpaceX's Starship SN-15, but first, an update from NASA's continued exploration of Mars. Seismic events from inside the Red Planet. InSight, a robotic lander launched in May 2018 to study the deep interior of Mars, has detected mysterious rumblings from deep beneath the surface of Mars. A sudden release of energy from Mars's interior is thought to be the cause of seismic activity in a location on Mars called Cerberus Fossae, the site of similar events, sometimes called Marsquakes, that were measured about 2 years ago by InSight. Now that Mars is moving further from the Sun, InSight will begin to shut down instruments to hibernate until Mars begins to reapproach the Sun in July. NASA hopes to continue to operate the seismometer for another month or two before shutting it down. Because a clear answer to why these seismic events are happening is not yet known, it leaves us to wonder, how similar are Mars's planetary dynamics to Earth's? Perhaps we'll find even more similarities. We recently reported on John Ratcliffe, Trump's Director of National Intelligence, and the prevalence of unidentified aerial phenomena, that there are far more incidents than the public is aware of. Ratcliffe spoke of a forthcoming report into unexplained sightings produced by the Pentagon and intelligence agencies that we at Space Channel are eagerly awaiting. Recently, R. James Woolsey, a former CIA director who served under Bill Clinton, says he has new openness to that possibility of alien life. On the topic of unidentified aerial phenomena, Woolsey said that these stories always seem pretty far out to me.
Events of one kind or another, usually involving some kind of aircraft-like airframe, that has put a number of people into a situation where they'd say, like me, I never thought there was anything to all this. It always seemed pretty far out to me. Don't know what the reality is, but, and fill in the but. There was one case in which a friend of mine was able to have his aircraft stop at 40,000 feet or so and not continue operating as a normal aircraft.
What was going on? I don't know. Does anybody know? Woolsey joins the list of U.S. intelligence officers who have been outspoken about believing in the possibility of alien life. Back in December, John Brennan, the CIA director from 2013 to 2017, stated, "I think it's a bit presumptuous and arrogant for us to believe that there's no other form of life anywhere in the entire universe." And now we go to Texas. The Starship program is moving at light speed with a new prototype featuring hundreds of upgrades and improvements. Elon Musk teased major Starship upgrades in November of 2020 as early as the Starship SN-15 prototype. Then, in late March, Musk followed up his promise, confirming the SN-15 block upgrade would include hundreds of design improvements to structures, avionics, software, and Raptor engines. SN-15 has now arrived at the launch pad just 9 days after SN-11 exploded after a successful test ascent phase, transition to horizontal, and control during freefall. It has now been confirmed a relatively small CH-4 leak led to a fire on Engine 2 and fried part of the avionics, causing a hard start attempting landing burn in the CH-4 turbopump. The recent mishap of SN-11 adds high expectations for the upcoming launch of SN-15, which will be installed on SpaceX's suborbital Pad A. We'll have a lot more from Starbase Texas coming soon. I'm Blake Anderson for Space Channel News.